Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. My name is Hajan Amreen Khalid, 2020 AG 3081. I'm a student of BS on Agriculture. The topic is going to be presented by me and my respected fellows.
2020 AG 3041 Ali Arzanish.
Abdullah Bhatti, 2020 AG 3030.
Rimshad Ris, 2020 AG 3061.
Hassan Alian, 2020 AG 3021.
And my name is Ali Hamza.
Atiya Shabir, 3068.
Sayyid Muhammad Salman Haider, 2020 AG 3027.
Today, we will be talk about our topic of genomics and bioinformatics. We have chosen to speak about this topic because it covers all aspects of organism genetic makeup. Let's start our presentation with a famous quotation. We are still working with an incomplete campus. The time is right to bring the full power of genomics to bear on the problem of cancer. What will be the outline of our today's presentation that will be introduced by respected fellow Mr. Ali Arzanish. Ali Arzanish, please go ahead.
Thanks so much, Amreen. So now we will discuss what is the genomics, what is meant by genomics. After that, we shall discuss what is the history of genome sequencing. And after that, the comparison between genetics and genomics would be discussed. We shall talk briefly about the subfields of genomics and its goals. Then, what is map-based sequencing and human genome project? After that, the benefits which the genomics offers to the improvement of the crop will be discussed. Then I would like to attract your attention towards the bioinformatics. And under the umbrella of bioinformatics, we will cover the following points. First of all, we would see what is the necessity of bioinformatics, why we need it. After that, the goals, aims, and objectives of bioinformatics would be talked about. Then we shall discuss what are the fields in which we can apply the bioinformatics. And the last point is that how it is useful, how it is beneficial for the humans. And after that, we shall conclude our presentation. So moving further, we shall start with what is genomics. Genomics is actually the study of hereditary information of the organisms. Hereditary information is that information which is transferred from parents to their offspring. So we can say that genomics is the study of genomes. And this study includes the following. First of all, determining the entire DNA sequence, that how is the DNA is arranged in the cell. Then fine-scan genetic mapping is also included in the genomics. And it also studies the intragenomic phenomena, which means that it deals with those phenomena which occur within the genome, because the word intra means within one thing. Now moving further, let's see genome sequencing history. Whenever we talk about the history of genome sequencing, one name immediately comes in our mind, and that is the name of a great scientist, Frederick Sanger. अगर हम ये कहें कि genome sequencing की तारीख में फ्रेडरिक सेंगर बारिश का पहला कतरा साबित हुआ, तो ये बात गलत ना होगी, because he was the first person to develop the concept of genomics in 1970s. He was also the first person who sequenced a complete genome of a mitochondria and a virus. In this regard, the work of Hamilton O. Smith and his team is also very recognizable. In 1995, they sequenced a genome of a free living organism whose name is Haemophilus influenza, and that is the same organism which causes influenza disease in the humans. Now discussing the goals of genomics. First goal is to compile the genomic sequence of the organisms. Compile means to combine or together something. So to combine the genomic sequences, genomic arrangements of the organisms is the goal of genomics. Then establish the location of the genes, that where the genes are located, and annotate that gene which is set in a genome. After that, developing the function of all the genes. We should know that every gene cannot perform every function. There are specific genes which can perform specific functions. Next point is that understand how the gene expresses themselves. And we study this under the phenomena of gene expression. And the last but not the least point is compare the genes and proteins between the organisms so that we can establish the evolutionary relationships between the organisms. So that's all from my part. Now the presentation would be continued by my respected fellow Amreen Khalid. So over to you, Amreen.
Thank you, Ali Arzanish. There is a highly misconception that genetics and genomics are same terms. It is not right at all. जेनेटिक्स को आप एक ऐसा कतरा कह सकते हैं कि कतरा कतरा मिलकर दरिया बनाते हैं, और वो दरिया है जीनोमिक्स का। जेनेटिक्स और जीनोमिक्स दो अलग टर्म हैं. जेनेटिक्स डील्स विद द स्टडी ऑफ हेरिडिटी, while genomics encompass the topic of entirely organism genes. जीनोमिक्स की जहां तक बात की जाए, अगर इसकी वर्किंग की बात की जाए, तो जीनोमिक्स इंटायर जेनेटिक मेकअप को कवर करती है, while gene refers to the specific sequence of DNA only on a single chromosome. The point to be noted is that genetics work only on a single chromosome, while the genomics refers to whole genetic makeup. Genetic involves the study of functions and composition of the single gene, while the genomics addresses all genes and their interrelationships. The whole central dogma of the life, the whole activities of organism's life, the living cell, all are encompassed, are located in the field, in the area of genomics. That was from my side, and now presentation would be continued by my respected fellow Abdullah Bhatti. Abdullah Bhatti, please carry on.
Thank you so much. Now I'm going to start our presentation with the subfields of genomics, in which we will discuss about the structural genomics, functional genomics, and comparative genomics. Now let's see what is structural genomics. Actually, structural genomics is a field of genomics that involves the characterization of genome structure. And moreover, in the structural genomics, we will discuss about the genetic mapping, physical mapping, and sequencing of entire genomics. Now let's see what is genetic mapping. Genetic mapping is the process of establishing the location of genes on the chromosomes. And after knowing about what is genetic mapping, the first question that is raised in our mind is that why we are discussing the genetic mapping. Now let's see why we are discussing or studying the genetic mapping. Genetic mapping offers evidence that a disease transmitted from a parent to child is linked to one or more genes and provides clue about which chromosome contains the gene and precisely where the gene lies on that chromosome. After knowing about the importance of genetic mapping, let's see the types of genetic mapping. Actually, there are two types of genetic mapping: physical mapping and genetic linkage mapping, in which distances are measured in base pairs and recombination frequency respectively. Now let's see our second point: sequence of entire genome. It's a laboratory process that is used to determine nearly all the approximately 3 billion nucleotides of an individual's complete DNA sequence, including non-coding sequences. Now, discuss about the importance of physical mapping and sequence of entire genome. Sequencing of whole genome allows responses to study not only the genes which code for the important proteins that keep our bodies running. Now let's see our last point, functional genomics. Functional genomics is a field of molecular biology that attempts to describe gene functions and interactions. Functional genomics make use of the vast data generated by genomic and transcriptive processes. Now we are going to know about the goals of functional genomics. The goals of functional genomics is to determine how the interrelation components of a biological system work together to produce a particular phenotype. Now we will discuss the third point, comparative genomics. As the name shows, comparative means comparison. In this branch, we will discuss about the features of different organisms that are compared. The genomic features may include DNA sequence, gene order, regulatory sequences, and other genomic structural landmarks. Comparative genomics also provides a powerful tool for studying evolutionary changes among organisms, helping to identify genes that are conserved or common among species, as well as genes that give organisms its unique characteristics. That's all from my side. Now, next part is handed over to my dear companion, Rimshad Rees.
First of all, thank you so much for this opportunity. Today, I am presenting you the goals of genomics and map-based sequencing. First of all, we discuss about goals of genomics. The main goal of genomics is sequence the entire genome by cutting it into smaller pieces. Genomics का बुनियादी मकसद पूरे genome को छोटे से काबिल इंतजाम टुकड़ों में काटकर तरतीब देना है. Compile the genomic sequence of organism and establish the function of all genes. Now we discuss about map-based sequencing. What are map-based sequencing? The first method for assembling short sequence fragment into whole genome sequence is called map-based sequencing. Genetic map of markers space about 1 MB. कोई भी जो स्पेसिफिक मार्कर्स हैं जिन्हें हम जेनेटिक मैकअप को आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए यूज करते हैं, उनके दरमियान जो स्पेस है वो 1 MB है. physically map showing order, physically distant of markers on chromosome space about 1 lakh base pair apart. क्रोमोसोम की जो फिजिकल अपीयरेंस है इसके दरमियान कितनी बेस पेयर्स हैं, ये बेस पेयर है क्या, एडनी, थायमिन, साइटोसिन एंड गवानिन, ये अप टू 1 लाख हो सकती हैं. सेट ऑफ ओवरलैपिंग क्लोन्स कॉल्ड कॉन्टिक्स. क्लोन्स बेसिकली इंडिविजुअल्स हैं जो हम प्रिपेयर करते हैं आर्टिफिशियली वे में और नेचुरली वे में. इसमें किसी भी ऑर्गेनिज्म का डीएनए लेते हैं और उससे मिलता जुलता कोई भी ऑर्गेनिज्म प्रिपेयर कर लेते हैं. ओवरलैपिंग वे में जो हम क्लोन्स प्रिपेयर करते हैं इसे कॉन्टिक्स कहते हैं. ईच क्लोन इज सीक्वेंस्ड एंड असेंबल्ड इनटू ईच क्रोमोसोम. That's all from my part. Now I would like to call Hassan Alian. So Hassan, please step forward and continue the presentation.
Thank you, Rimsha. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hassan Alian. First of all, I would like to thank my group for believing in me and providing me a chance to present with them. Now I am going to proceed the presentation. There are 2 points which will be discussed by me: Human Genome Project and benefits of genomics to crop improvement. At first, we will discuss Human Genome Project. What is Human Genome Project? The Human Genome Project was an international research effort to determine the sequence of human genome and to identify the genes that it contains. Now, I would like to add an important fact about Human Genome Project. Human Genome Project is 25 times larger than any other genome sequenced so far. Now I am going to discuss benefits of genomics to crop improvement. Improvement of crop productivity. It increases the crop productivity, means that it enhances the yield. Secondly, it increased nutritional quality and quantity, which enhances the healthfulness of our food. It tolerates abiotic stresses, which include water, air, temperature, and gravity. It diagnoses the genetic diseases to study evolution through mutation lineages, and mutation is the sudden change in DNA. It also uses in forensic sciences. That's all from my part. Now I would like to call my next presenter, Mr. Ali Hamza, to proceed the presentation. So Ali Hamza, it is up to you.
Thank you, Hassan. The point to focus is bioinformatics. Bioinformatics is a subdiscipline of biology and is also related to computer science. In simple words, bioinformatics is concerned with acquisition, storage, analysis, and dissemination of biological data, most often DNA and amino acid sequences. It deals with collection, organization, analysis, manipulation, sharing of biological data. Bioinformatics uses computer programs for a variety of applications, including determining gene and protein functions. And the next point is why bioinformatics is necessary. Through bioinformatics, we gain a better understanding of gene analysis, taxonomy, and evolution. A major activity in bioinformatics is to develop software tools to generate useful biological knowledge. And next is in structure biology. It helps in simulation and molding of DNA, RNA, and protein structures, as well as molecular interaction. With bioinformatics, the information is analyzed and made interpretable and of use to the researchers. It also helps to work efficiently on the rational drug designs and minimize the time taken for the development of drugs. And the next is aims of bioinformatics. Bioinformatics uncover the wealth of biological information hidden in the biological data. Many databases exist covering various information types, for example, DNA and protein sequences, molecular structures, phenotypes, and biodiversity. Databases may contain empirical data, predicted data. This is a data that is often hidden from us, and it comes to our knowledge through bioinformatics. And biodiversity, bioinformatics also provides functioning ecosystems that supply oxygen, clean air, water, pollination of plants, pest control, wastewater treatment, and many services. Next is that biodiversity is the basis of agriculture and our food systems. Agriculture biodiversity also performs ecosystem services such as soil, maintenance of soil, fertility of soil, which are all essential for our food production. In agriculture, it can also be used to produce high yields. So that's my all. And now it is up to you, Atiya Shabir.
Thank you so much, Ali Hamza. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Atiya Shabir. Now I will discuss the fields and applications of bioinformatics. First of all, bioinformatics term was coined by Pauline Hogweg and Ben Hesper in 1970. It is the science of collecting and analyzing complex biological data such as genetic codes. Now I will discuss the applications and fields of bioinformatics. First of all, molecular medicine. The complete sequencing of the human gene has enabled to improve the biological research and clinical medicines. इसके जरिए हम बहुत सी मरूसी बीमारियों के खिलाफ इलाज जैसे कि cystic fibrosis और हंगर्स के इलाज हासिल कर सकते हैं. The next is gene therapy. An additional role for bioinformatics in genome-based therapies is to collect information on all of the human gene and proteins. Now, drug development. Bioinformatics analysis can not only accelerate drug target identification and drug candidate screening and refinement, but also facilitate characterization of side effects and predict drug resistance. Now, fields of microbial genome application, crop improvement. Bioinformatics plays an important role in improving crop yield, forensic analysis of microbes. Now, next is biotechnology. There exist a number of applications of bioinformatics for accelerating research in the area of biotechnology that include automatic genome sequencing, gene identification, prediction of gene identification of organisms, etc. Now, evolutionary studies. Bioinformatics has added research in the evolutionary process by allowing comparison of DNA sequencing, sharing of data, prediction of future evolution, and classification of complex evolutionary processes. The last and not the least one, bioweapons creation. Bioinformatics is guiding the implementation of several biodefenses countermeasures. Now I will hand over the next presentation to my fellow Syed Salman Haider. So Syed Salman Haider, it's up to you now.
Assalamu alaikum. Thanks a lot, Atiya, for inviting me. The presenter, Sayyid Muhammad Salman Haider. I would like to add more information and knowledge about usefulness of bioinformatics. It involves discovery, development, and implementation of computational algorithms. First of all, what do you mean by computational algorithm? It is a well-defined procedure and set of instructions to solve a problem. It also includes software tools that facilitate understanding of various biological processes. अगर हम किसी भी चीज को एक कूजे में समेटने की बात करें, then we use a term which is called conclusion. Before I start conclusion, a quote of Winston Churchill. This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end, but it's perhaps the end of the beginning. Now we see the conclusion. Genomics is the study of whole genome of organism. In genomics, we study not only one gene, but we study the whole gene of the organism and the elements that involve in the genetics. In genomics, there are many techniques used in genomics, but the specific one are recombinant DNA technique, DNA sequencing method, and bioinformatics. They are useful to sequence, assemble, and analyze the structure and function of genomes. I hope our presentation added a valuable information in your knowledge about genomics and bioinformatics. Thanks a lot for your precious and attentionable time. Take care, Allah Hafiz.
Thank you so much. Please like and comment our video and please share it also, and please give your feedback by giving your comment. Jazakallah.